Hi friends. In the last lecture we have covered literals. So now moving to the next section, Delimiters. A PLSQL program is made up of series of declarations and the statements. So these are defined logically, and in other words I would say they are not terminated with the physical end of lines of code. Instead, they are terminated with the semicolon. So this is the delimiter we use to terminate the statement in the PLSQL. One single statement is often spread over the several lines to make it more readable. So we in the PLSQL we write the code to make it in the readable form. We'll separate that code in the number of lines. That could be written in single line also, but we spread it in number of lines to make it in readable. Every time it's not you who are going to see your codes. If somebody else want to see the code, it should be in the readable form, so that somebody else could also understand that what you have done in your coding part. So for making it more readable, we write it in number of lines. And there, let's write some code to understand that how we terminate the statements. So I'll write a PLSQL block here. So begin, start of the statement. If let's take any column, dummy column, last updated date is less than sysdate minus 10. So if the last updated date is not between it would be less than sysdate minus 10. It's less than 10 days before, then update the less, then update. So then make it a last update date, assign it the sysdate. So one code I've ended here, then end if, then again the delimiter. So this is one code, if and if. Let's write it like this, then the end statement, then the third delimiter. So in the above all code we have used 3 delimiters, one here for this, then for end if, then end. So the first semicolon indicates that this if statement is terminated here, and this is the single executed statement, not the if, the single executed statement is ended here. So and the second one indicates that the end if is terminated here. So if then end if, this whole block is ended here by writing this semicolon. I'll add one more condition here, else if. So if it is not, then null. So if the condition is not true, then it will not do anything. So this is the whole block, if block. So when this statement we write, when this delimiter comes, then this whole block is terminated. And so here once the single statement is terminated, but in this second line, sixth line, the second one is terminated, and here the whole if block is terminated, and here the whole begin block is terminated. So I hope you are clear with this, that what is the usage of every single code in the PLSQL. We can write it the code in the another way also. We have write it in 8 lines. So we can write it in another way by removing the space or spaces also, as this code is by making it a single terminated, else if. So now you can see on the 9-line code changed into the 5-line code. The one statement, last updated date, then this is terminated over here, then else if, then null, then end if is here. So we can write it in this way also. And but for making it more readable form, we write it in this way so that some other person could understand that what you have written in this form. So in this section we have covered the delimiters. We use all these things, identifiers, literals, delimiters, in our further code. And so the semicolon are needed to terminate each logical executable statement, even if they are nested with each other. So this is the about the delimiters. In the next section we'll cover the comments. Thanks.